Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday the 13th, September 13th, 2024. Now, born on this date in 1842, John H. Bankhead of Moscow, Alabama. That's in Lamar County. He served in the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House. His son, John II, was a U.S. Senator. His son, William, was a congressman who served as Speaker of the House. He married a woman named Tallulah Brockman, and her name would be passed along to one of their grandchildren, the actress Tallulah Bankhead. Now, in 1948, actress and singer Nell Carter of Birmingham and Give Me a Break fame. In 1990, former Alabama and NFL and current UFL quarterback A.J. McCarron of Mobile. It's also National Peanut Day today. Places get fancy now with their boiled peanuts. You ask for a bag of boiled peanuts and they'll ask you what flavor. I'd like the salty peanut flavored, thank you. Seriously, if I want something to taste like a dill pickle, I'll get a dill pickle. Today we have an update on the Vicky White, Casey White saga, a reminder not to take pot to the airport, and a naked man in custody. My name's Ike Morgan and we're down in Alabama. Well, we covered the heck out of it. There was a 2020 special on it. 2 movies have been made and at least 1 book written about it. But for those who need to supplement or reinforce their knowledge of the 2022 Vicky White and Casey White Jailbreak, here comes a Netflix documentary, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Jailbreak, Love on the Run, will drop September 25th. Witnesses will talk about the relationship between the 2 unrelated Whites that developed when she was a Lauderdale County jailer and he was an inmate. Of course, that relationship ended when she helped him escape from the jail. They went on the run for 11 days, and she took her own life as law enforcement closed in on him. Casey White faced a murder charge on her death because it happened while he was committing a felony, but that charge was later dropped when he pled guilty to the escape. Now, here's the PSA of the day for anyone looking to load up on legal marijuana out of state. You could run into trouble at the airport. Oregon Live reports that an Alabama man was arrested early this month when he allegedly tried to get on a plane at Portland International Airport with more than 7 pounds of the devil's lettuce. He said he thought it would be okay flying from one pot-friendly state, Oregon, to another pot-friendly state, Colorado, although the bag it was in had been checked in for the flight to Denver and then to Huntsville. Also, it's illegal to export marijuana products from Oregon. Perhaps lawmakers there are concerned about too much weed leaving the state and maybe causing a shortage during the legislative session, but I don't know that for sure. The man was charged with a count of unlawful import or export of a marijuana item. That's a Class C felony. Well, if you find yourself naked in a parking lot somewhere, you probably will want one of 2 things: somebody to hand you a pair of britches or transportation out of there quickly. Just remember that it's still not a good idea to steal a car for your getaway, and it's a really, really bad idea to steal a police car for your getaway, or to try to. The 911 line started lighting up in North Alabama when Madison and Huntsville police say a man with no clothes started trying to get into people's vehicles, breaking windows, and even assaulting people, reports AL.com's William Thornton. A little after 1:30 p.m. in broad daylight, calls started coming in from the Alabama 72 West and Promenade Point Parkway area. The naked man was reported as causing a stir at the Madison Bowling Center, Burger King, Walmart, and Mr. Car Wash, which isn't a bad stop if you're about to steal a car with vinyl seats. It came to an end when he tried to steal a patrol car, allegedly, and the officer detained him. He was taken to Huntsville Hospital to be treated and then sent to jail. We're going to take a quick break and be back with another Alabama News Quiz contestant. Y'all stay with us. Hey, thanks for staying with us, everybody. Today's Friday. We like to do our weekly news review quiz on Friday. I brought my buzzer along in case we miss one this week. I actually also put a couple of questions in that are they're a little challenging because I love using the buzzer, and I didn't get to use it last week. So let's just bring aboard the next quiz taker. We have Riley Barnacastle. Riley, how you doing? And am I saying your name right?
Yes, that's right. Doing great.
All right. Well, where are you exactly?
I'm in San Francisco, California, but I was born and raised in Birmingham.
Wow. Now, are you a podcast listener, or did you come to us through the newsletter?
I am podcast listener from day one. I can remember when the opening theme was like that "Life in the Fast Lane" knockoff.
Yeah,
So I've been around for a while.
we don't have a house band yet, and I'm working on that. That's great because you represent a lot of people, actually. I've possibly heard from more people who don't live in Alabama than I have who do live in Alabama who tune into the show to just kind of stay connected with their home state. So it's good to have you aboard, and for all the folks you represent who are abroad.
Yeah, it's the first podcast I listen to every morning. I like to say it's the First Amendment to my morning constitution.
All right. Well, what is it that you do out in San Francisco?
I work in commercial insurance for a big property and casualty insurance carrier.
Oh, okay. You're loving it then. They're going to keep you out there a while.
Yeah, I've been out here for almost 10 years. So
Oh, wow. Where are you from in Alabama?
Birmingham. I grew up in Cahaba Heights. Went to elementary school at Our Lady of Sorrows in Homewood, and then high school at John Carroll, and then I went to college at Samford, and then I guess I was all Birminghamed out.
that Sanford, you did the Birmingham tour with all the education. Sanford is
Yeah,
a private school in Birmingham, and we have a question on this quiz about private schools in Alabama. Sanford is not one of the answers though, so I don't know if that
I
gives
think
you
I
an
already know. I
advantage.
think I already know the answer. I've been paying close attention this week.
I may need to go back and make this thing a little harder. I get my feelings hurt when people ace it. Well, let's get on to the quiz. Question number one, not that question we just talked about. We're going to start off with something that's semi sports. Question number one, Nick Saban made another trip to Washington, D.C. to appear before members of Congress. This time, he was there to discuss A, name, image, and likeness rules in college football, B, college football's transfer portal, C, online betting laws, or D, his use of on air profanity during last week's game day broadcast.
I think that one was a name, image, and likeness. All
NIL, you
right.
got it right. Question number two. We'll stay in the Beltway for this one. There's so much that goes on up there. U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville, who sits on the Armed Services Committee, has said he's blocking the promotion of Army Lieutenant General Ronald P. Clark to general. Now, what is Tuberville's chief concern regarding Clark? Is it A, he drafted a Defense Department abortion policy? B, he once signed a petition calling for an assault weapons ban? C, he failed to communicate Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's whereabouts during a medical situation? Or D, he has stated a desire to ban cursing by boot camp drill instructors.
These are good possible answers that you've included here. So I think this was this morning's episode, um, and I'm not positive here, but I know that I recall Lloyd Austin was mentioned. So I'm going to go with C, the failing to communicate Lloyd Austin's whereabouts.
That is absolutely right. The
All right.
and when Riley mentioned this morning's episode, we taped this, the afternoon before the Friday episode. Obviously, otherwise we don't have it. Um, So, hey,
Time travel.
well, let's go to question number 3. Here's the
Okay.
one we alluded to earlier. So I have high hopes for you on this one.
All
Birmingham
right.
Southern College closed its doors this year amid financial ruin. What other private college recently announced its own financial struggles? A. Spring Hill College, B. Talladega College, C. Faulkner University, or D. Oakwood University.
So I've got lots of good friends that graduated from Birmingham Southern. So my thoughts and prayers go out to them on the loss of their university. The answer here is B, Talladega College.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, I don't mean to infer that there is too many similarities. Just that they did announce some issues last week at some point. Yeah, the Birmingham Southern is sad story. It's got to be weird to think of your college closing. It's like one of those institutions. It's not like a restaurant, you know. I mean, you just assume it's going to be around forever. These date back before the Civil War in a lot of cases, you know.
I was I Wikipedia Talladega College the other day out of curiosity, and I found out Deion Sanders is a graduate. So actually not of Florida State. So
That's right. Well, you know, Florida State's rough, man.
yeah,
You gotta bring your A game to get through there.
got to
Now,
earn it.
Dion was on his way to fame and fortune when he went to college the first time, and good on him for going back. Right?
hmm Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to question number 4. You're perfect so far. Knock on wood. A man from Mobile recently won a trip to Hawaii for patronizing this establishment 1,000 consecutive days. Is it A, Chick-fil-A, B, Chipotle, C, Dreamland Barbecue, or D, Wesley's Booby Trap?
Whew. My thoughts and prayers to this guy's GI tract. I don't know how he did this or how many times he got food poisoning or dysentery. The answer is Chipotle.
Chipotle. And don't take that personally, Chipotle. But yeah, I mean, salsa every day.
They know. They know. I think they know.
Yeah, I mean, you're bringing it every day. You're bringing the spices. That is correct. He also, I don't think it was awarded on his 1,000th, but he is one like he can eat there every day for a year. So guess where he's going to eat?
Very impressive. My hats off to him.
Question number 5. Let's see if you got any. This one is not easy. Now it may be that it is stuck in your mind, and I'm sure that you know what I'm referencing here, but it's another one of those with number answers. So good
Okay.
luck. Question number 5, probably the most directly Alabama related topic that came up during Tuesday's presidential debate was in vitro fertilization. Democrat Kamala Harris said couples were being denied IVF in Alabama. Republican Donald Trump pointed out that the state government had acted to keep the treatment available, but he exaggerated the timeline a little. How long did it take for Alabama to act after the Supreme Court's decision, caused a few clinics to close out of fear of being prosecuted? Did it take the state 2 days to react, 18 days, 36 days, or 6 months?
So I think that 2 days is what Trump said it was, but I think it was actually 18 days.
Very well done.
All
Very
right.
well done. Yeah. He said 2 days. I think the two is like a small number that you grab out of the air. I think that's probably why he
And,
went
he's
there.
not normally known for exaggerating either. So,
Well, some people do speak in superlatives, and the former president has been known to go that way. No, great job paying attention to the news and performing on the quiz.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, big fan of the show and everyone at AL.com. So, It's a great way to stay in touch, and I recommend it to everybody that I know or that I meet who's from Alabama, and is out of state around here. So
Well, Riley, I appreciate you saying that. You did great on the quiz. We were glad to have you. You represented uh, the expatriate population well from Alabama, and we look forward to talking to you. Everybody out there, thank you for listening to us. We will be back here bright and early Monday morning. Until then, y'all come on by and see what we're doing on the internet at al.com.